Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. It is February 5th, 2026, and we are covering the stock market open. And I am very excited to announce that Microstrategy is completely and utterly collapsing, as well as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now trading below $70,000 per coin. Silver is also seeing a pretty red day. And basically, if you're a commodities shiny rock shill or you're a fake clown token investor, you're not having a good week. You're not having a good start to the year. So let's dive right into all the stock market news. We got earnings today. We got a bunch of exciting stuff going on. Let's go check out the stock market. All right, so we're going to start off with cryptocurrency because we like to see crypto every morning. Nothing better than looking at fake clown coins trading on the exchange. Bitcoin currently trading at 69,284, just getting absolutely shellacked. We are at levels last seen since basically Trump got elected. So all those Trumpy gains have completely and totally gone to zero. So if you were like, oh my God, Trump's the crypto president, bro. He's totally not bought and paid for by crypto so he could get elected. He's going to pump crypto to the moon. Well, I guess he did briefly. Bitcoin went all the way up to 126,244 a coin. And then ever since then, it's basically gotten cut in half and it's back to basically a pre-Trump levels. So when the sell-off ends, I don't know. Okay, so Bitcoin, 69,295. Ethereum, are we going to go below 2,000? Ethereum is trading at levels not seen since May of 2025. Woo, man, not good. Solana down 3% almost today. Microstrategy, which reports earnings at the bell. And don't you worry, people, we are going to cover those earnings. Microstrategy trading at $119.55, down 7.24% in the pre-market. That is such a beautiful chart, people. This chart brings me nothing but joy. All right, Dogecoin under 10 cents. Trading at 9.8 cents. Cardano down almost 4.5%, trading at 27 cents. XRP, Stockmo's just getting utterly rectally annihilated here. Man. See, this is why you don't listen to Stockmo, people. He pumps something that goes up a lot, and then all of a sudden it just collapses. Shocker. XRP down 6.31%. Of course, he's probably shorting it, of course. And then a Bitmine immersion also getting clapped. Oh, I love this time of year when crypto is just getting annihilated. Bitmine immersion below $20 a share in the pre-market, trading at $19.19. Tom Lee, I thought you were a handsome, smart guy with very professional and attractive glasses. I thought you were going to lead me to the promised land, Tom Lee. You just turned out to be a greedy scumbag that launched Bitmine immersion so you could capitalize on the popularity of crypto treasury companies and enrich yourself. That's what you're actually doing, you little piece of scum. All right, so Bitmine immersion now. Crypto's just red. It's just every freaking day it's red. Bitcoin getting shellacked. I don't know when the bottom is, but it could be a lot lower. I'm sure all you crypto shills, I'm sure you know exactly when the bottom is based on past performance. All right, let's look at the indices and our favorite ETFs. So SCHD down very slightly in the pre-market, down 0.1%. Having a good start to the year, I'm not going to lie. Pretty good start to the year for SCHD. The Dow Jones, I believe this is inaccurate. I don't think this is showing the pre-market move. So we'll see when the stock market opens. Total International down 0.5%. Still after an amazing last year and a half. We're up like, 30-something% in the last year and a couple months. So International's been cooking, not going to lie. And it's slightly down in the pre-market. VT, the total world index, trading at 144 exactly, down 0.78%. Another down day. We got the total U.S. market down 0.46%. We got the S&P 500 down 0.55%. We got small caps Small caps down 0.48%. China's up in the pre-market, up 0.46%. And large cap tech up 0.73%. So slightly red day for the stock market, but the stock market has not experienced the annihilation event that unfortunately or fortunately has befallen cryptocurrency. So, man, I'm so upset that I buy companies that provide goods and services at market cap weights across the world. I must be a moron. I should have bought fake clown tokens instead. All right, large cap tech. All right, apparently Apple, they got a dividend coming up pretty soon. Apple's down 0.28%. Microsoft down 2%, about to breach into the 300s. Microsoft, this horrible company, just continues to sell off. Ooh, Microsoft, ew. We got Netflix up slightly in the pre-market, still getting shellacked over the past couple of months. You know, pretty reasonable sell-off after that massive run, but it's up slightly in the pre-market. Google, after reporting absolutely stellar earnings and guiding for massive CapEx, is down 4.26%. That's just odd. You know, I mean, Meta guided for up to 135 billion of CapEx in 2026. Google guides for like 185 billion of CapEx on the top end, and they're selling off. Interesting stuff there. So Google's down 4.34%. The earnings were great, though. Still Amazon down 1.33%. They are reporting earnings today, I believe. Yes, they are, with estimated earnings per share of $1.95. Amazon down slightly. Meta trading at $6.59 in the pre-market, down 1.5%. Not a crazy sell-off. They had pretty good earnings as well, with a crazy CapEx guide. A lot of increases in expenses, though. Okay, good revenue growth, but expenses are also growing. That's what happens when you're investing, bro. Nvidia's flat, trading at exactly $174.19. Tesla, dropping below $400 a share, trading at $397.77, down 2%. And AMD slightly in the green after selling off pretty significantly after decent earnings. Maybe it's just taking a breather. So we got mostly red for large cap tech. The biggest loser in the pre-market being at Google McDougal, but not that far from all-time highs. All right, let's look at the YouTuber stocks. What do we have here? Any crazy moves in the pre-market? High Tide down slightly. Dutch Bros down slightly. PayPal selling off again. It might even breach the $39 range today. It's currently trading at $40.79. Grab down a little bit. What? Duolingo. Joseph Carlson's up a little bit today, guys. Duolingo's up 0.07%, trading at $116.98 in the pre-market. We got Dave selling off ever so slightly, down 0.42%. Hims catching a bid. Like I said, I'm not opposed to this company, the PP Pills company. Up 12, almost 13%. What's going on here? Is there any news? Let's see. Huge news. Hims and Hers adds cancer testing to labs offering. Okay. I guess that's sending the stock up. That's the only news I see. Hims up 13%. Big move upwards, trading at $27.59 in the pre-market. We got SoFi about to breach $19, down 3.18%. We got Quantum down. Rigetti's down 4.5%. Hood. I love it. As crypto goes down, so does Hood. Hood is a meme stock, okay? Once retail starts losing money, Hood gets annihilated. It doesn't matter how much they say about democratizing investing, whatever. It's a huge gambling parlor. And it's a font of degeneracy and filth. And when the clowns start to lose money, so does Robinhood. Because when people are trading less and gambling their money less and frying their net worth less, then Hood suffers for that. Hood wants you to gamble. Hood wants you to lose money. Hood wants you to keep trying to win, bro. Great company, isn't it? Hood down to $76.30 in the pre-market. They have their earnings on the 10th. How exciting. Next week. We got Reddit, my Shreddit. Reddit me, baby. Reporting earnings today. Woo! Woo, baby, we got a busy afternoon. Ionic down 5%. Fubo flat. Wow, look at Jeremy's returns, guys. Just absolutely stellar LaFufu returns right there. Surprised he still holds on to this. Trading at $1.62. Rocket Lab pairing off down 4.5%. And Palantir continuing to sell off down 3.17%. Trading at $135.24 a share. All right, so mostly red in the YouTuber stocks with a huge rally in HIMS because of cancer testing, I guess. All right, let's look at bonds. Bonds are up. Oh, Daddy. You know, Daddy feels like a genius because Daddy just bought some intermediate term treasuries. So that one beautiful buy I did a couple days ago seems to be bearing fruit. I got $28,000 in intermediate term treasuries. I'm collecting those sweet non-state taxable dividends every month. And I can get a little bit of capital appreciation if yields keep going down. So we'll see. So intermediate term bonds up almost 0.5%, and TLT trading at 86.94, up almost 0.5% today. Okay, so a little bit of move in bonds. I like it. I like it. Diversification is beautiful. Commodities. Silver. Ooh, silver down almost 13%. That was an insane rally, and of course, it had to come to an end. So silver just getting absolutely clobbered. We'll see if there's any news. Silver slides as strong dollar pressures precious metals after historic market turmoil. Well, it seems to be pressuring silver, right? It seems to be pressuring silver. But for gold, gold's really shaken off any downturns. I mean, gold down 2%, almost at all-time highs. It's barely being affected by the sell-off in other commodities and cryptocurrency. So gold is actually kind of working. If there's concerns about inflation and this and that, gold seems to be doing its job, unlike cryptocurrency. Peter Schiff was right about that. I agree with him on that. And then we got oil down ever so slightly. So big moves in commodities, specifically with silver. Everything else just down slightly. Let's look at the sectors of the market. What's going on with the sectors? So the biggest winner today is consumer staples, up 1.62% in the pre-market. We got utilities up. Not surprised there. Utilities, AI, infrastructure, okay, up 1.5%. The biggest loser today looks like consumer discretionary, down 0.87%. We got real estate down ever so slightly at 0.43%. And we got energy selling off slightly as oil also sells off a little bit. So not a lot of crazy moves there. Pretty boring start to the day for all of the different sectors. Utilities, I'm not against utilities. I love them. All right, the chip stocks, what's going on here? Qualcomm down almost 10%. Woo! Qualcomm selling off, baby. They reported their earnings yesterday. They had estimated earnings per share of $2.75. Their actual earnings per share was $2.78, so they beat on earnings, but I don't know, maybe their guide wasn't too hot. Qualcomm down almost 10%. Intel selling off a little bit, down 2%. Nvidia slightly up. Broadcom up 2.33%, trading at $315.22. ASML down ever so slightly. CoreWeave, the debt turd, down almost 3%. Micron pairing off gains after a massive rally, up 2.4%. And AMD, like we saw earlier, catching a little bid, up 0.28%. Let's see. The payment processors. Okay, we got MasterCard and Visa up ever so slightly, with PayPal just continuing to sell off. All right. And last but not least, we have the subscriber requested stock. So if you want me to add a stock to this tracker and track it every morning at market open and at every market close, it's going to cost you $5. Okay. So you either super chat or Venmo me $5 and I'll add your special stock to this list. We got the Gap down 0.69%. Gap had a massive recovery after an earnings collapse over the last couple of years. And they're basically back to where they were right almost at the peak of 2021. I would be scared to buy Gap up here. Okay. This huge rally was just them fixing their massive losses that they were having. But if you look at their financials and their revenue growth, unless they're changing something to really drive revenue in the future, probably not an attractive place to buy. But what do I know? Okay. I'm not a genius. I'm an index fund investor. All right. So that's the market open. Mostly red in stocks, even more red in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin getting shellacked, Microstrategy getting shellacked. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Let's do some member only comments and then we're going to check out the news. Arkvin says, good morning. The stock market is a device to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. That is true. You know who's very patient? Me, Christopher Bell, VT Chad, 100%, baby. All right, if you guys want to give me money, I'd appreciate it. I'm very poor. I'm a failure. I'm broke. I'm about to lose my home. Send me money. Thank you very much. Long-term good earnings reflect positive returns at the stock market, not what happens during short-term events. We have a short-term hiccups 3 to 4 times a year, and many got caught by stop thinking. Well, I mean, Bitcoin's earnings were pretty good, right? There's a reason why we pay premium prices when it comes to U.S. equities versus international, because YS companies still have the best profit margin, but international diversification is a must. I agree. I love international diversification. I have zero fear in the stock market. I'm not scared by anything. All right. Oh, I think we got a Venmo here. What is this? All right. Mr. C says, add my SCHK to the member stock list. We will do that, good sir, right now. SCHK. SCHK. The Schwab 1000 ETF. All right, let's check it out real quick. So this man gets his money's worth. Let's see. SCHK down 0.64%. Pretty good run. Pretty good run. Is this just the top 1,000 stocks in the market? Okay. Basically trading roughly with U.S. stocks. So that is a permanent new feature to the list. So we got 2 people that got grifted. We got Gap lovers and we got SCHK lovers. Wonderful. All right. We'll be checking that morning and night. The secret to success is to offend the greatest number of people. Oh, I'm that's kind of worked for me. But then again, it hasn't, I actually disagree with that statement. I think the secret to success is telling people what they want to hear and trying to not offend them, okay? So you want to find a broad audience and you want to sell them lies, and they will love you for it, even if you're scamming them. Welcome to Grifting a 101. When it comes to the crypto scam or stupid gambling, there is no good quotes from smart people. Buy the dip. It's the future, bro. That's the commentary from Crypto Bros. Oh, man, I have to skip non-member comments. That's so unfortunate. If only you would pay $5 a month to have your comments read, sometimes up to 4 times a day. But unfortunately, you just don't want to give me $5 a month. You'd rather give Jeremy $1,000. Unfortunately, I have to skip your comments. Touche. But Elon Musk, bro. Taking the day off to watch Microstrategy results. Dude, last time Microstrategy reported earnings, they had like a huge, obnoxious slide deck. I was like, is this serious? Is this serious? So we're gonna check it out. We're gonna try to get through the entire slide deck, but it gets a little exhausting after a while to deal with all the Bitcoin nonsense on there. Don't worry, Robert Kiyosaki will be claiming that he went to cash all in to his full. Of course he did. He always times it perfectly. All right. Oh, man. Somebody says, chat, should I invest $10 to get a quote on how much it would cost for a meeting with Strongman? Absolutely you should. I'll give you a quote right off the bat. Once I see that delicious $10 come in. Oh, yeah, give me that money, baby. Kiyosaki has been a clown for years. Dude went insane. Oh, yeah, he's a total clown. Bitcoin and commodities, bro. Hans, I can't see your page now. What's your address? The charts of MicroStrategy, the technicals, are not on an optimal basis. and is currently in the resistance phase, waiting to enter the support phase. I learned all this via Lafufu's course. I lost thousands of dollars. That because you didn't sign up for Chris Sain's course, bro. Chris Sain is the true master of technical analysis. I mean, he knows all about the Fetty Wap. He knows about the triple soldiers. You know, he knows about the inverse teacup handle formation. Chris Sain is the true technical analysis king. Skipping more non-member comments. How unfortunate. Troll, my man. Skipping another non-member comment. Another down market. I'm scared. Maybe I should start doom spending. I am terrified. Let's see. Okay. So this guy says I charge $125 an hour for consulting. I do. Good find there, buddy. I am a CPA. Okay. That's actually a pretty affordable rate to talk to a CPA for an hour. But yes, for consulting, I charge $125 an hour. That's right. You should book that. I can teach you a lot of stuff about accounting and tax. I actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to tax. I do taxes all the time. As a matter of fact, it's tax season. And if you'd like to book a free 30-minute consultation, you can do so in the pinned comment below. It's free. And I'll give you an upfront fixed quote for your tax preparation. You either say yes or you say no. There's nothing to lose. You get to talk to me face to face right here. And you get an upfront fixed quote. Why would you skip that? Are you insane? What's wrong with you? Oh, Alan Carlson, here he is. My boy, I missed him. Going to be another day at SCHD beating VT. Yep, you're beating me today, bro. I'm so mad and bitter. Rethinking dividends, worth it. Hey, Alan, should I buy the tip on Microstrategy? Hear me out. If it keeps going down, I can eternally lower my cost basis. Oh, yeah, I figured out how you can do that on Fidelity. I figured out how you can just sell and then instantly rebuy and disable the wash sale feature. So you can, if you're a grifter, you can keep lowering your cost basis. And eventually when the stock rallies, you can claim you're a genius. My municipals are shining. Nice. Yep. Municipals are good if you are high income and you are in a high tax bracket. Munis are awesome. Gold for the rubes. Yeah, I don't have any gold. I keep municipal only for emergency or short-term deep buying equities. It's reasonable. I'm in treasuries because I'm not in a super high tax bracket. Strongman, how much do I have to pay you so you can accept helium in the strongman community? I'll start a GoFundMe. What do you mean accept him into the community? For a month? Wow. I don't know. Are you talking about explain what you mean by this? Do you mean for a month? Do you mean for a couple months? Do you mean for a year? You know, he could just sign up for the membership. We had over 100 viewers last night. Yeah, we're ticking up on the views. I mean, it's a slow grind, people. You know, this channel, I really let it slide the last year. I wasn't posting that much. I was mostly doing e-begging streams. That doesn't help with channel growth. But as I do more market opens and I cover all the news every day, people will start to get sucked into my grift. They'll start considering letting me do their taxes. They'll start considering signing up for my membership. They'll start considering giving me money. And I will be a very wealthy man, hopefully. There's no doubt your begging is increasing. You look desperate. I am desperate, man. I have like almost $300,000 in liquid capital. I got tax money coming in. I'm in the Army. I'm so desperate, bro. I'm really desperate right now. I'm about to collapse. Shirtless tax consultation. Hey, if you want me to be shirtless, I'll do it. You have to request it, though. By default, when I do tax consultations, I wear a shirt. So, but if you really want me to be shirtless, I'll do it. Ryu, what's up? Why so Bluetooth? I'm down 1% of my VT. Why do I listen to YouTube influencers? I know I scammed you. Reasonable fee for that strong man. Good to know. Yeah, it's really not that much. $125 an hour to talk to a CPA. You spent almost half of this entire live stream grifting. It's obnoxious. Go somewhere else then. I won't miss you. That's it. I'll buy Microstrategy all the way down to zero. Yeah, brilliant idea. And consistency strong, man. All right, guys, let's go see what's up on deck for earnings. I'm yearning for these earnings. So it's February 5th, 2026, Thursday. We got Schlamazon reporting in the aftermarket. We got Shell, Linde, Sony, ConocoPhillips, Bristol Myers Squibb, all these reporting in the morning, KKR. Cummins. Barrick Mining Corporation, Cigna, reporting this morning. We got Fortinet after the close. Digital Realty Trust. What is that? Roblox at the close. We'll cover Roblox as well. Let's see. Yeah, there's some interesting companies reporting today. Microstrategy, consensus EPS forecast. Negative $18 per share. Wonderful. We got Reddit. We're going to talk about Reddit. We're going to be busy this afternoon. Very busy. Affirm reporting at the close. Blue Owl this morning. Busy day of earnings. Iron at the close. Okay. Lots of companies reporting today. I mean, we can only cover a few of them. We'll definitely cover MicroStrategy. We'll cover Reddit. We'll cover Amazon. And maybe one more, and that'll round out the day. All right, let's see what old Donald J. Trump is up to. You know, usually he posts on Truth Social, and it does sometimes have an impact on the stock market. So here he is talking about California losing money. Okay. Oh, stock. That's why stocks are selling off. All right. He's talking about LA County. Okay. California. Something about ICE. Save America Act to require proof of citizenship to vote. Why would we do that? Why would we verify people are citizens before they vote? That's obnoxious. That's kind of bigoted. All right, here he is posting about the economy. Trump's economy just blew the doors off. GDP hit a blistering 5.3% annualized growth in Q4. This beats China's Q4 of about 4.5%. Well, with quarterly, there were huge swings in America because we had a huge collapse in GDP in one quarter because we were doing a lot of imports that were front running the tariffs. So imports actually subtract from GDP. So when everybody was front loading and trying to buy as much inventory as they could before the tariffs went into effect, GDP swung down. And then now it's kind of swinging the other way. So it's like it's wildly fluctuating each quarter. The Post adds, if we firmly support it, huge yes from the base. Okay, so he's shilling his GDP. All right, look at these ads. Look at, what is this? Moto Casino. All right, Secretary Scott Bessent just stunned the experts by confirming 4.1% U.S. economic growth, while Europe recorded only 0.3%. The U.S. will have reported likely, despite the longest government shutdown in history, 4.1% growth. Okay. Importantly, everything we are doing to fix this terrible Biden inflation for the past 4 years, 21.5%. Much more for working families, and we are bringing that down. I mean, eggs did go down. I do agree with that. I'm about to go shopping and get more eggs today, as a matter of fact. All right, so mostly just shilling about GDP. Not really a lot of stock market related posts here. All right, let's see what's going on in poly market. Anything in the finance section that's interesting? Wow, people can gamble on whether Bitcoin's going to go up or down in the next 15 minutes. People are gambling on NVIDIA, Open Door, IPOs. We already covered that basically every morning. Silver. Yeah, not very exciting on poly market today. I wish we could have more longer-term bets on here. Okay, let's see. Let's go check out FedWatch. So the next FOMC meeting is in 41 days. There's now an 88% chance. It was 90 yesterday. There's now an 88% chance that rates stay exactly the same between 350 and 375 basis points. And there's an 11.9% chance that rates get cut 25 basis points in 41 days. Okay, so not much of a change. Still very, very likely that rates will stay the same by the next FOMC meeting. The dollar. We got the dollar up very slightly today versus other currencies, up 0.3%. And we got treasury yields coming down a little bit, coming down ever so slightly. Usually when you see the intermediate term and long-term bond ETFs going up, that means yields are coming down. Crazy. Treasury yields and bond prices are inversely related. Time value of money, bro. And we're going to check out the biggest news. So, geopolitics. Let's see. The last remaining nuclear arms control treaty between the U.S. and Russia has expired, causing global alarm. Oh my God! Nuclear war! U.S.-Russia talks resume. Prisoner exchange. U.S.-Bangladesh trade deal. Ahead of a general election, Dhaka and Washington are finalizing a trade agreement. All right. U.S.-Iran crisis talks. Iran warns of regional war. What's new? India-U.S. trade pact. Prime Minister Modi cites the new India-U.S. trade deal as evidence of global confidence, despite opposition pressure. So basically, Trump cut tariffs on India from 25% to 18%. And in exchange, India is claiming that they're not buying Russian oil anymore. Mexico border and cartel tension. Okay. Caribbean military buildup. Unprecedented U.S. deployment of carriers and jets to the Caribbean, targeting trafficking. Are we going to overthrow Cuba, bro? All right. There's a Pakistani anti-terror campaign. Kushner's Gaza plan. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, unveils a master plan for 180 skyscrapers in a reconstructed Gaza. God. All right. So, not a lot of craziness going up on geopolitics. Let's see what's happening in the stock market. Alphabet projects 180 billion plus in 2026 capital expenditures. Good earnings, huge CapEx guide. Stock goes down. Broadcom rises. Stock jumps 5% in pre-market following Alphabet's massive AI spending plans. Qualcomm drops 11% in early trading after a weak forecast due to a memory shortage. Okay. Bitcoin dips below 70K, its lowest level since November 2024. Yep, the whole Trump gains just completely evaporated, causing tech sector anxiety. Why would a worthless clown coin dropping below 70K cause tech sector anxiety? I don't understand the connection there. Anyway, Texas Instruments acquires Silicon Labs. Silicon Labs stock skyrocketed 50% after a $7.5 billion acquisition by Texas Instruments. Oracle raised its AI CapEx forecast to $50 billion. Crazy. Enphase surges 39% following earnings. I'm sure Meet Kevin's celebrating there. Eli Lilly back over $1 trillion. Shares surge 10%. Super Microcomputer jumps 14% on high earnings growth. Disney shares are down. Gold and silver rebound. That's not really true, at least for silver. Kava, Robinhood slumps 10% in recent trading. Yeah, because clowns are going to start losing money on crypto and trading less. Okay, Coupang underperform. Let's see, buybacks, crypto volatility, and defense stock dip. Rheinmetall down over 7% after a sharp, unexpected guidance cut. I think long run, if Europe's wanting to reindustrialize and rearm against the threat of Russia, I think long run Rheinmetall will probably be fine. All right. So that's the big news today. Okay. Let's see. IMF projects global headline inflation to fall to 4.4%. Is it really that high? Deutsche Bank suggests gold prices are heading for 6,000. I mean, it's been very resilient. You got Bitcoin selling off. You got silver collapsing periodically. Gold's, I mean, it's sold off a little bit, but it's kind of held up. Emerging market outperformance. Despite geopolitical risk, emerging market equities are projected to outperform U.S. stocks. What did you say, bro? How dare you say that, bro? All right, so that's the major news today. Let's do some member-only comments, some more, and then we are going to watch the stock market open. And then Daddy is going food shopping. All right. Microstrategy is a leverage bet on Bitcoin. I personally don't touch it and stick to real things, but when Bitcoin bottoms and bounces, Microstrategy is going to skyrocket again. Well, you got to find the perfect time to buy in. That's the problem. Okay. Bitcoin's dropped to just under 70K, and MicroStrategy has completely and utterly collapsed. I mean, this thing could drop to $10, to $9. You don't know when the bottom of this thing is. And if you're buying in now, that's a 90% collapse in the stock price. You could still lose massive money. Jeez. If MicroStrategy goes to zero, you will not have a chance to buy it. XLE, the only thing in my new stock portfolio that's positive since I made it, 3.95%. I think the energy next rotation, so I've been adding. Man, I have to skip people's comments that aren't members. That sucks. The oil bro. Last week at my supermarket, eggs were 2 crates of 20 for $4. That's epic. Oh, yeah, eggs are a super cheap and healthy way to feed yourself. I actually had eggs and bacon for dinner last night. MicroStrategy is not going to go to zero, but will be a disaster if he's needed to start selling Bitcoin. But that price is like 23K, and their debt that can keep delaying those dividends is how those premium shares are set up. Imagine lending Michael Saylor money. What kind of freaking insane maniac do you have to be to lend Michael Saylor money? Arkvin says, inflation is still going high. Trump forgot that this is his inflation by doing tariffs and long nonsense talks and trying to micromanage private companies, in my opinion. I am Republican since 99, by the way. I mean, his tariffs haven't really spurred huge inflation. I thought they would at least a little bit, but I guess I was wrong about that. And inflation overall has come down. It's just a fact. And the main driver of the inflation, it wasn't Trump, it wasn't Biden, it was the pandemic. Okay, there were supply chain disruptions. The government crapped out a bunch of money, gave it to everybody, corporations and individuals, so they could keep them afloat while they were locked down. And if you have that supply chain shortage, so that's fewer goods, and you got a bunch of money circling the system, yeah, that's probably going to cause inflation. That's what caused it. Then the Fed increased rates, and inflation has been trending down pretty significantly. I think we topped at like 9% year over year inflation, and now it's in the 2s. I think the Fed did its job properly. Let's see. Someone says, can I fix the market, please? Can you sign up for my membership? Thank you. You making a Trader Joe's run, strongman, or a regular market? I am going to Walmart today. I'm going to stock up on carne picada. It's like it's a huge amount of, I guess, crappy steak, you would call it. Pretty affordable, and then it lasts for like almost a week. So I think I'm going to go to Walmart today to stock up. Because I want that carne picada, baby. I either go to Food Lion mostly now or Walmart. I make my own food now, so I don't even need Trader Joe's. All right, there's something in the water. Is there? Uh-oh. Are you scared, bro? MicroStrategy raises capital via stretch and pays 11% dividends, so a lot of people buy it. The caveat is that they can stop making those dividend payments if they can't afford it. They still owe, but can delay paying. Yeah, well, the dividends are it's a Ponzi scheme. MicroStrategy itself is a cash flow negative business. It does not make positive cash flow. All of the earnings you see are fluctuations in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, that gets recorded as earnings on their income statement. When Bitcoin goes down, that gets recorded as a loss on their income statement. But if you look at the cash flow of MicroStrategy, they do not generate positive operating cash flow. So in order to get the cash to pay those dividends, they have to either reduce the balance sheet because they have some cash on the balance sheet. They have to take it out of the balance sheet, or they have to raise new capital in order to pay the purchasers of Stretch, which reminds me of a Ponzi scheme. Does that make sense? Old investors are getting paid by capital from new investors. Yeah. The other alternative is to sell Bitcoin. But he's going to try to avoid that because if we hear that MicroStrategy selling Bitcoin, the game's up, bro. The game is up. They are cooked. So they're going to try to avoid selling Bitcoin as much as they possibly can, unless they're totally desperate. So in order to do that, if their balance sheet starts to get depleted, they're going to have to raise more capital from new investors to pay the old investors. That is literally a Ponzi scheme. How can people not see this? I am so confused. It seems so simple to me. Let's see. I know what the steak piccata is. Good choice. Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, man. I was like, man, it's like $14 and I get all that beef. Okay. Buy Msty. It's a great strategy for getting clapped. What's going on with Msty? Let me check on Msty real quick. I wonder how Khmer's doing. Did he sell out of Msty? Msty ETF. Misty's down 8% in the pre-market. Misty's down 20% year to date, not including the 8% down. In the past year, Msty is down 82%. They had to have done a reverse stock split because it's trading at $23.84. I mean, imagine getting conned by YieldMax. Like you have to be special. TG has increasingly more good quality and discounted products because they don't use the middleman. TG, Trader Joe's, Target. Not making any suggestion to buy MicroStrategy, just saying 11% is juicy enough to get people to buy. I won't, though. Not a MicroStrategy fan. Well, that's Michael Saylor exploiting ignorant investors because all they see is the yield. That's all they see. They're like, wow, what? Wow, 11% yield. That's a lot of money, bro. If I put a lot of my portfolio in there, I would be getting 11% a year. You know, those treasury bonds, they're only paying 4.29% or 4.8% for 30-year. That's lame. I can get 11% yield from a MicroStrategy preferred stock share. Yeah, ask yourself where the cash to pay it is coming from, people. It's a Ponzi scheme. Whatever. 11% is not juicy when the stock is down 50%. My God. Well, it's not even real. It's not real. It's fake. It's not coming from earnings. It's coming from new investors. Dollar is going down a little. Good news actually for equities. For exporters and international equities, well, the DXY, it's flat on the day. And in the past 5 days, the DXY has rallied 1.57%. So, I mean, it's still down on the month. And then over the past year, the dollar is down 9.61% versus the other currencies. So, I mean, it does help exporters a little bit. Khmer is a yield boost. He found a new one. Shocker. 100% dividend, though. What's 100% dividend? MicroStrategy? The stock that pays 11% is Stretch, not MicroStrategy, and that price stays around $100. I would not buy that. Chippy is a good yield max fund, but if the semiconductor market cools down, it will drop like the rest of their non-target funds. They're all garbage, dude. They get all the downside and none of the upside. Trader Joe's, gotcha. All right. Well, that's a good suggestion. Somebody says Stock Analysis has a morning email newsletter. Really? They do? News. Oh, not a bad idea. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll factor that in. Thank you for that suggestion. You're a true American hero. Gil's in the house. Hi. Strongman, you got no game. If chicks are canceling on you like that, what? Dude, here's how actual dating works, Gil. Okay. Let me explain this to you. It's all a funnel. You get as many matches as you can. Not all the matches give you your phone number. So you get 10 matches. Maybe you get 6 phone numbers. Maybe you get 4 dates or 3 dates. And then maybe you get 1 clap out of it. That's how it works. You're never going to get every single chick to go on a date with you, okay? It's a numbers game. If somebody is claiming they're getting every chick to go on a date with them, guess what, people? They're lying. That's not how dating works. But thank you for the dating advice, bro. What's up, Gil? Please select better women to waste your time talking to. Yes, sir. I'll get right on that. Just answering my question, not buying stretch either. Euro USD 0.13% now. Oh, yeah, with the euro, maybe. Can't believe I'm this late. What's wrong with you? Why are you so late, bro? Strongman personal newsletter. Yeah, I am not doing a newsletter. No, thanks. Chippy returned 70% last year and is at 7% year to date. Yeah, well, that can reverse. Gil doesn't date. He just smashes. Stretch is not a dividend. It's a return to capital. It's fake. Exactly. All right, let me go blow my nose and take a pee-pee, and then we'll watch the market open. Give me 1 second.
Man, fuck Jeremy LaFave. I think it's time we put his channel in the grave. Dude is such a clown. Dude's the biggest meme. Planet 13 got him having wet dreams. The only thing he made his trip to next was his mortgage. He's gonna have to sell his Teslas in his storage. Tesla my ass up. Man, admit you got lucky. Your morals are yucky. $60 monthly from some sucker in Kentucky, making a few thousand monthly. You think robbing people of their savings is funny? Financial education, more like chronic masturbation. Fuck that noise. Listen to my proclamation. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Buy BT, buy BT. Strong man, that's my wicket, and we buying all day. BT, my BT.
All right, Daddy's back. Any final member-only comments? Let's see. Strawman, if you decide to do a newsletter, Substack is great. You can link it all back to the channel. Yeah, I probably, if I do, it's not going to be for a while. I'll just have AI write my articles. It can reverse, which is why you sell when the semiconductor market cools. Oh, so just sell once it cools. When does it cool? All right, let's go check out the market open, and then Daddy is going to food shopping. All right, so we got our subscriber requests. If you want me to add your stock or ETF to this, $5. That's right. Venmo, Super Chat. I will add your ETF or stock to this list and check it out every morning. So we got SCHK down 0.64%, and we got the Gap down 0.9%. All right. How's crypto doing here? Oh, Bitcoin. Uh-oh. Are we going to break through 70K now? Oh, man. Is that a psychological barrier? Is everybody going to pile in after that? Excuse me. All right, so Bitcoin. Oh, 70K. Come on. Oh, we did it. Oh, no. Oh, we did it again. Oh, no. This is so stupid. All right, Microstrategy still getting clobbered. Trading at 119.57 in the pre-market, down 7%. Oh, Tom Lee, you poor boy. Oof. All right, let's check out the indices. All right, so SCHD is down 0.1%. VT, Daddy's losing money today. I'm a fraud. VT's down 0.57%. Woo. Why did that man just look in my trash can? Some dude in a hoodie just walked up and looked inside my trash can. Can I help you, sir? Do I need to go out and fight him? All right, market opens in 30 seconds. All right. Oh, China rallying. Look at this. We got China up 0.8%. SCHD trying to break through into the green. Ooh, VT dropping. Ouch. Ooh, not pretty. All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market is open. Stocks are down. Oh, no. I'm panicking right now, everybody. Sell, sell, sell. All right, stocks are down. Every index is down except for SHD in China. And crap though, Bitcoin broke through 70K. Ethereum, not doing too hot. And MicroStrategy, 120.99. All right, final member-only comments, and then Daddy's going food shopping. Strong man, what's the push-ups minimum for U.S. Marines now? I have no idea. I'm in the Army. I served in a different Army, and they changed the push-up. So now when you do a push-up, you go down, and then you put your arms out, and then you come back, and then you push yourself up. So you're not just doing like super fast push-ups. There's like this whole step-by-step process you have to do with the push-ups. They totally changed the PT test. I have a Substack, shameless plug. Title is Rethinking Dividends. Oh, interesting. Good news, Strongman. Got my broker tax statements today. Time for you to make some tax bread. Oh, I like it, baby. From you? From you? Or from other people? I need to check my fidelity too. Because I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Daddy is going to get a lot of clients coming in the next couple of weeks. We shall see. I hope so. Good for you. Very prudent decision. I mean, tax season doesn't really kick off until February, March, because people are waiting on all their brokerage statements. Request to take my gap off that list and replace it with XLE. Sure. All right, let me take that off. The gap. All right, gap is deleted. And XLE has been added. All right, there you go. 70K, bro. Tom P. Ryu. I opened a 10x Bitcoin long. Good luck. Ryu. I do 3 sets in the morning, 15 pull-ups and 25 push-ups each. Man, you are Mr. Fitness. Look at you. Stepsis portfolio exposed. All right, guys, that's it. Like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also, consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes any state in the United States. You can talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. You can book a free 30-minute consultation in the first link in the pinned comment below. You can also click the second link, which brings you to a link tree. This link tree has all of my services. I have my bookkeeping. I have my tax business presentation. I have sponsored videos. I have consulting. I have a book, Stop Being a Broke Loser, on Amazon, and I have a free Discord on there. Check it out, people. It is the second link. You click on it. It brings you to a link tree. With that being said, you guys have a wonderful morning, and I am out. Cheers.